In this video, we're going to talk about bulk requests. Okay, so bulk requests are basically one of two ways to send automated campaigns to your contacts. The other way is through triggers, which will be covered on the video called triggers. So in bulk requests, what we're doing is we're just sending a one-off group of people into a certain campaign. So to do this, you'll need a few things. One is you'll need a campaign to send. Two, you'll need contacts to send it to. And three, some way to identify which contacts you want to send it to. Okay, so in this case, we're going to go into, I'm going to show you like how you would do this like from scratch here. I'm going to go into campaigns and we're going to create a campaign and we're going to say we're going to re-engage with old lists. So I'm just going to call this re-engagement. Re-engagement, okay. And it might be a newsletter that we're sending. Okay, so it's a re-engagement newsletter. It's a special newsletter we've created just to send to a particular group of contacts. All right, and then campaign configuration, we would go in here and we would add our email and from address in here and we would save that. And then we would add, we might send an SMS simply saying, hi, putting their name and just say, it's Alex at, and you could put your business name. You could even use a custom value in case your business name is changing, but I'm just showing you the abilities here. So I can go into your account and put name, and what it does is it puts the name of your business, whatever's in your settings. Just sent you our special newsletter. There is way better things you could send here, but I'm just going to put in that. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Whatever. So we're putting in a SMS here, and then we're saving it, and we're going to also at the same time send them an email. Okay, and here's the newsletter. Now again, this is quite benign, but I'm just putting it in as a demonstration of what you can do. And I might either paste this from another campaign, or I might just put in my content just here, right? So there's my email. Okay, again, talking about emails is covered in the video all about campaigns if you want to look at how to build those SMS and campaigns. But here's my sequence, right? And I just want to send people through this sequence via a bulk request. So now I've got it. Here's my re-engagement newsletter. So now I would go, I'm going to send it to certain contacts with certain tags. So that is covered in a different video, but just to give you a quick idea, your contacts may have tags based on how they came in or what triggers had or what you set as an import. In this case, we're going to say we can select a group of contacts. Now I only have one contact here, but you can select a group in the contact management. I'm going to select this one person. Whoops. So I'm going to select here, but you could select multiple, and I can go add tag, and then I'm going to create a new tag, okay? Or I could call this bulk request newsletter, okay? Because I'm using the bulk request feature, I'm just calling it that so you understand what I'm talking about. So then I hit add tag, and then everybody I selected now has that tag added. So if I open this contact, there we go, tags, bulk request newsletter. Okay, so now let's go back to our marketing, which is in here, into bulk requests. And we're going to create a bulk request. So what we do is we just create the name of it, and I'm going to call this my re-engagement newsletter. Now you could put a date on this, but you don't need to because it'll actually, it'll run and it will run with a date, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So I'm not going to put a date on it. I'm going to select that re-engagement newsletter campaign from the list. I'm going to choose when it runs. If I leave this blank, it'll run immediately. However, I could also say I want this to run on Monday at 6:45 p.m. Okay, and I want it to run for all contact types. I just recommend you just use all contact types here. And I only want it to run, if I just hit add, it would run to everybody in the system, but I only want it to run to the people with the tag bulk request newsletter. And then I hit add. Now, nothing will happen here because there's a bit of a fail safe here to stop you accidentally sending something. Because what it's saying here is it gives you a summary. This is the name of the bulk request. It's going to go to all contact types with the tag bulk request newsletter, and it's going to run at this time here. Now, next execution is blank because it's not actually running yet. I need to hit this green play button here in order for it to run. Now, before I do that, I can also edit it just to check what it's doing. Okay, it's doing the right campaign, the re-engagement newsletter, so I'll go just cancel that. I haven't changed anything. And I can hit play, this green button, and now it tells me this is going to run October the 28th at 18:45 p.m. That's a bit of a redundancy, but 6:45 p.m. Okay, so it's in the queued status. So from there, I can either edit it, I can pause it, or I can delete it, right? And so as long as it's in that run status at 18:45, then it will run the campaign that it was set to run. And that is how you do a bulk request.